Hey guys, it's me, Victor. You saw the title. I'm ranking all the Haikyuu covers. I actually have to go way back. Here's my blanket I use when I read, because I read in here. But I have to go way back, all the way back here to go to my first pile of manga. Because this video is going to be long, by the way. This series is 45 volumes, and I ranked every single cover of them today. So let's just get to it. We're going to go from worst to best. So the worst cover, in my opinion, is Volume 2. This volume's just, it's good. I think all the covers in Haikyuu are good. It's just not appealing to me. It doesn't, there's no reason for it to, like, be here, if that makes sense. Like, I'm judging it based off how good it looks, obviously. What is the importance by it? So, like, let's say, you know, there's a villain that they're going to face in one volume, you know, and the villain's on that cover. Extra points. And that's it. That's it. It would have been cooler, I think, if, because they did, who'd they do the practice match again? Oikawa's group. If they had maybe, like, Oikawa or Abajosai, but, you know, Abajosai and Kurasano, even though this isn't, like, the proper match. But yeah, that's worst cover, apparently. Next, we have a pretty surprising one. Volume 1. This cover is just okay, at best, honestly. I like the back. Makes sense, because, you know, Kageyama and Hinata are the two main characters. I should mention, if you don't know already, Haikyuu is my favorite manga series of all time. You can literally see it. It's not even there anymore. It used to be there, but it's not, because I have all the volumes. Sorry, I'm going to try to put these in order so I can put them back easier later. Next, we've got another, you know, wild one, Volume 35. I just don't really like how he looks. Kenma looks in this one. I think it's kind of, he just doesn't look good. The significance is very good, like how Kenma feels like trapped and stuff, or he's, you know, behind the cage feeling trapped and whatever. Very good. But he just doesn't look good in the actual manga cover. Next, we've got Volume 3. I actually really like this one. This is when we're going to get to ones that I like. I thought it was okay. The opponents make sense, because this is like the fight between Asahi and Nishinoya. That's like the main, like, you know, conflict in this volume, so it makes sense for Nishinoya to be here. I wish it was Nishinoya and Asahi, but he's more in Volume 5. So, yeah. This goes here. See, I'm trying to put volumes 1, 2, 3. Just so it's easier when I put it on the shelf after this video. Next, I'm going very fast. Next, Volume 14. Again, very good cover. It makes sense because this is the Inoshida versus I think they're named Waku. No. It's something else. Whatever. Very good volume. Actually, this match is very underrated in my opinion. And the one before that, the Jizenji match, very underrated in my opinion. I think they were both, you know, blasts of fun, good character development for all the characters. Yeah, big fan of this series actually altogether. That is the first pile. Now I got to go and search. Yeah, I gotta go all the way back. You might see my feet. I don't have any socks on. All right, next we've got again, this one's a good one. Volume 25. I like this one a lot. I really like the art. Makes sense for Kageyama to be here, because this is kind of like his thing, you know, where he's like regressing back to the king or whatever during the practice match, which I think is actually a really cool idea that they went with, that there's really no proper way to be a setter, because there's Oikawa, who's like this guy who serves other people, and then there's Atsumu, who makes people serve him. Like, they're very, you know, two sides of the same coin, and Kageyama's kind of, you know, having a conflict with himself, where it's like, you know, what type of setter should I be? And I like how at the end of the day they said there's really no way, as long as the points are scored, it really doesn't matter. Which is, you know, I think is very important to, you know, fuck. Jesus. Alright. Next, we've got Volume 5. Again, it has definitely one of, like, top 20 match. I don't even know if there was 20 matches in this, but definitely top 20 matches, top 15 definitely, of the Ikejiri match. I really like how they went it with you know, every single day, at least half of the players who play volleyball are not going to be able to play volleyball at a tournament anymore, at least in the first round. Like, that is crazy. It's super surreal in this volume, but it doesn't really cover that. The cover is good, though. I like the cover. It's the Date Tech match. Even though it doesn't really make any sense, because it's like kind of like the last couple chapters, and there's like a bunch of it. Doesn't really matter, though. Next, we've got volume 15. It's a good cover. What is in this volume? It is... Oh, obviously, Albadrosai versus... like, I'm guessing it's the second match. Albadrosai versus the fucking... whatever their name is. This one actually makes a lot of sense because we have the two new players plus Hinata, because Hinata always has to be on the cover. He's the main character. You know, we have Mad Dog, and we have... I don't remember his name. Kentaro, maybe? It doesn't actually say. I don't know. I remember his name. I was just rereading Haikyuu as well. The Ball Boy arc. But yeah, good volume cover. Just not anything fantastic, I would say. Next is volume 11. This is during the Nekama versus Kurasa, or like the training camp thing in the summer. I'm actually a really big fan of that arc. It's kind of boring though, I'm gonna be honest. Very, very good cover. I like how, you know, he's in a... I don't really like the covers where they're kind of just in a... Like, they're kind of just standing around. Except for my favorite cover, you'll see. It is my favorite cover. It's kind of biased, but... I mean, this is an opinion-based video. Like, what are you going to do? Yeah, big fan of this cover, though. Next, we've got volume 28. Again, this is like more of a cover just them standing around. And it really has nothing to do with any of the players. This was mostly the match, like the first ever match, and the start of the Inarizaki match between Kurasa and them. Oh, and I also like the back. I really liked her character. They didn't really do anything with her though, but I really liked her character. I wish it would be so cool if the author of Haikyuu made a second volleyball manga, and it was literally Haikyuu, but it was women. It was just girls volleyball. I think that'd be really cool, because I know there's a lot of differences between the two. Like a surprising amount. Alright, next, we've got volume 4 of Haikyuu. I just like the cool, like, all the nekamas are like cats and stuff, and they're watching your every move. I think that's really awesome. Next, we've got volume 12, just the crew doing their thing, being goofy and stuff, you know. Next, we've got volume 7. Really like this cover. Probably, you know, some of my favorite characters. Sugawara is definitely one of my, maybe in the top 10. I don't know. The final arc really doesn't, like, Sugawara gets, like, the resolution that I wanted him to get. Like, being a school teacher, I think he is, makes sense. But again, just because it makes sense doesn't mean, like, he doesn't do anything. But obviously, he doesn't play volleyball anymore. He's not a volleyball player. So, but yeah, Sugawara, Daichi, Asahi's definitely in my top 10. Love Asahi, especially his, like, final little arc in the Kiori match. I forgot their team name though, but I know that, you know, Hoshiumi Kiori. Alright, next, volume 27. Again, I said I like Suga. This is just a cool Suga moment. Next, volume 24. Again, cool Hinata moment. Background is fleshed out. I like the volumes where there's like a background and stuff. I think they're very, very cool. Makes sense for Hinata. This is just a training arc, so they have to like put something there, you know, make it a little bit interesting. I mean, sometimes they'll have volumes where they're just like transitioning between matches, and it'll be like the first part of the last match and the last part the last part of one match, and then transition, and then the first part of another match. That's what I meant. Next, we've got volume 26 of Haikyuu. Obviously, I'm not going to review any other series. Kyoko's story, very good. I like how it kind of ties in with Tanaka's story as well later down the line. Really shows how they're meant to be. I don't know how they ended up together. Like, how? Like, how did bro bag Kyoko? Okay, I'll stop. Next, we have Volume 38 of Haikyuu. I'm a big fan of this cover. I love Bokuto. Definitely top 10 favorite characters. Maybe top 5, actually. Maybe I'll give my top 5 after this video, or my top 10. Number 1 is definitely Hinata. Number 2 is probably Kageyama. Number 3 is Suki. I'm sorry, I just have to put them in 1, 2, 3. Number 4 is Ushiwaka. Number 5 is Hoshiumi. Number 6 is the middle blocker on Hoshiumi's team. Loved his story. Number 7, Asahi. Number 8, Nishinoya. Number 9, Ushiwaka. And number 10 is definitely Oikawa. That's definitely my top 10. Yeah, this, I kind of glossed over it though. Volume 9, Hinata doing a very cool running stance. This was during, ooh, that moment was so badass. The moment where he fucking ran up and fucking, I think he met Ushiwaka, Hinata and Kageyama, and then he just like, cause he was like, Karasuno is the concrete. And then bro ran up. Ah! It was so fire. Okay. Next. These two come in tangent. Volume 17 and 18 in, yeah, these are next. I don't really have a way to, like, explain this. I like the 2 volumes. The 2 matches are kind of equal. No, do I like the Shiratorizawa match more? I think this match is more personal, but this match is more hype. And I do like hype. Like, this match is definitely a good, like, finisher. You know what I mean? Like, if you stopped watching Haikyuu after season 3, you basically got the gist of Haikyuu. My favorite 2 matches, my top 2 favorite matches, actually my top 3, I think, I forgot what the match is called, but the, like, final match is definitely my top 3. Yeah, it's Nekoma, Kaori, and then that match. I want to say Bastard Munich, but I'm Blue Lock brain right now. But these 2 are definitely in my top 5. Haikyuu just gets better and better and better, actually, honestly. If I had to give. Alright, next. Remember, this is a ranking. Volume 6, again, love this match. This was the first match between the 2 teams. You definitely, like, feel how good Aoba Josai is and how, like, not unprepared, like not ready Karasuno is. They're very, like the analogy with the baby crows and stuff, they're more, like, they're very, you know, starting out in these, like, first couple chapters. Volume 8 of Haikyuu, I'm actually a really big fan of this one. This one looks so cool. I love how, you know, Kageyama's, like, dropping the crown, like, he's leaving it behind him. Very sick. Next, we have Volume 29. It's just the Mia twins looking cool. You know, like how they always are. This is, you know, obviously the match between them and Inorizaki, Karasuno and Inorizaki. Next, we got Volume 33. The definitely top 5. I'm not gonna give top 5 moments, but it's top 10 moments in Haikyuu. The first ever, like, best receive, and then Kageyama went like, I never thought there'd be a day where I'd say this. He goes, nice. Ooh, that gave me chills, man. Gave me chills. Alright. Next, we got Volume 39. Just a cool cover, man. And on the back, we got the Little Giant. I was surprised. I thought the Little Giant was going to be a pro player. And then Hinata and the Little Giant would face off at the end. That was my prediction. And I really liked the way they went with it, where Hinata wasn't really disappointed with the Little Giant when he became, like, a manga artist, I'm pretty sure. And actually at the end they revealed that he's, like, making a manga about volleyball. So it's kind of like the Little Giant is Harudate Furudate. I don't know how to say his name, but, you know, the author of Haikyuu. I think that's really cool. But yeah, I really like the way they did it with the Little Giant wasn't, like, an actual volleyball. Like, he just played volleyball in high school. Even though he's super serious about it, that was just played volleyball in high school. But I like how Hinata wasn't really disappointed by that, and instead of becoming someone, like, becoming the Little Giant, he became, like, his own player, and he became Ninja Shoujo, which is very, very cool. Oh, next, we've got Volume 13 of Haikyuu. Just a cool volume. Daichi being awesome. You know, putting the flag behind him, the Kurasano banner. We got volume 31. I think this is well drawn. I love the little moment Kinoshita and Nishinoya have, where Kinoshita like isn't really good. He's kind of, you know, he's like the three main guys who don't do shit. And he, you know, and he goes on the court and he tries to do something and he fails. It's like, damn, why can't I just have that moment? But instead of having that moment, he's able to like, he's able to, you know, have that joy by watching someone else he helped, you know, have that moment. And he's able to like, you know, feel that rush of adrenaline like everyone else did, but watching someone else accomplish it. That he helped, and I think that's really, really cool and a really, you know, different way of looking at things. Next we've got volume 41. What was in this one? Was it the final? I gotta reread this. Wait, what the heck? I gotta reread this manga fight. Oh, this is the bonus story. Starting next page is a manga strip I got in collaborative TV program. Oh, okay. So it ended. Oh, it ended with Hinata getting sick. Bro, that shit was so sad. But yeah, good manga cover. Next, volume 20. This guy just looks cool, bro. I need more Tendo, man. I like how in the later chapters, Tendo kind of became like one of those explainer type characters where they just explain what's happening throughout the match. I think that's so sick. How they've got Tendo, Goshiki, and then the setter guy. I forgot his name. He isn't really, you know, part of a character anymore. Next we got volume 21. Again, this one also was pretty good. This was the final like point between them and Ushiwaka. Super hype, just like hype, cool. I was actually, while reading this, I was in the car. I was actually because I was with my friend. Me and my friend were gonna get haircuts. We got our haircuts, and I was like halfway through the volume, and then I finished the volume on the way home, and I was like screaming and being hyped and stuff. And my friend, who doesn't read manga, was just like, "What the fuck are you doing?" He's never heard of Haikyuu. I was like, "Hey, can I go read my comic book real quick?" And he's like, "Sure, go ahead. I don't give a shit," because he was driving. I do not drive. All right, next, volume 30, Tanaka. Cool. I don't know why Tanaka's on this cover. Did Tanaka have like a special moment in this volume? I can't remember. Oh wait, he did. I thought this volume was a Nekoma match, or during the Nekoma match. No, because Nekoma's on the back. But it is part of a Nekoma match between them and then the other team that like tried to tire out Kenma or something. I don't remember. Good volume. 34. Volume 34's cover looks very good. I really like, you know, the Nekoma fight. I think all their personalities come out in this volume. This also has the moment between Tsukishima and Yamaguchi, which I think is in my top 5 moments. That's guaranteed. We have volume 23. I love this cover. Lev is definitely one of my favorite characters. All the characters are my favorite characters, but Lev definitely is up there. Top 20 probably. Well, that's not true. The rest of the Kurasano team would go, you know, 11 through whatever the rest of them are. Like Yamaguchi's definitely in top 15. Definitely Yamaguchi's number 11 though. But yeah, like I was saying, this is a very, very good cover. I like Lev. I like the art. I like how it's the match between the snake guy. They put the snake guy in the back. Underrated character, the Ace. Was it the Ace? I don't even know if it was the Ace, but it was like one of the wing spikers. And he didn't even have an arc, but it was very cool how they're like, this guy's very not emotional, very distant or whatever. He doesn't like react to a lot of stuff. But then they explain like that doesn't mean he doesn't love the sport. He does. He just doesn't. He's just very, you know, he keeps to himself. And then at the end, when he starts crying, he's just like, you know, I'm glad that you feel frustrated about this as much as I do. I was like, dang, that's some good writing. Oh, all right. Volume 42, just some good art. This is, I'm guessing, during the beach volleyball arc, where, you know, Hinata was training and shit. It's really sad that my prediction for the movies is that because the Kaori match isn't as long as the Nekoma one, it's actually pretty short, surprisingly. The Nekoma match will be one movie, and the second movie will be the Kaori match. Plus, they're gonna cut out the beach volleyball arc. I know they're just gonna go time skip Hinata. They just mention that he went to Brazil to play beach volleyball. That's all they do. They just mention it, and then they have the Black Jackals. That's what the Black Jackals match, versus the White Altars or something. I don't remember. But they shorten that very much because it's honestly kind of drags on. I'm gonna be honest, and they shorten it a lot. But they still, and then they cut out because there's a long waiting time of. There's a long time of them just showing like background characters and then what they are right now. They're probably just gonna cut all that out because I don't think any of us care. And then it's gonna show Hinata going to the Olympics, and that will be the two movies. That's what I'm predicting. I think they're gonna cut out that arc. That's it. That's what I'm predicting. Oh, by the way, volume 40 of Haikyuu. Again, I really liked Asahi's arc. I'm gonna have to read it again because I don't really remember it very much, but I remember I liked it good enough. You should look at the giant mess of Haikyuu volumes that are at my feet right now. All right, we are down to our final 10 volumes. I know we kind of rushed through the other volumes. We're down to our final 10, and at number 10 we have volume 22. Big juxtaposition to the rest of the volumes. It's fully red. There's not a lot of volumes that take up the entire thing. It's usually just like one character in a white background. So automatically taking up a lot of space, very good. It fits the theme well. It is during a Nekoma match. Makes sense. And Yaku is, one of the key components in that, obviously. He's the libero. And I'm pretty sure he does get injured at the end of it. Is it at the end? I don't remember, but he does get injured during, the match. So it makes sense that he's on the cover. Also, it's all red, and the art looks amazing. So, number 10, obviously. Number 9, volume 32. I love the Inarizaki match. I don't know how the manga made, a match between, characters who have no rivalries whatsoever, but made it so amazing. This is the end of the match. I just love the cover, man. It is so cool. I think all the characters' personality really shines through in this cover. You got... this guy, I forgot his name. He's definitely top 20 as well. Characters, I keep mentioning this top 20, but I'm not really thinking about it, am I? Him in the middle as a leader with the only one with the jacket. We have, I think his name is Rantaro, doing a little set thing. We have, the twins' personality. We have Oron, the libero and stuff. Very, very good. And at number 8, we've got volume 16 of Yamaguchi. I just love Yamaguchi, man. He's one of my favorite characters. And I know I didn't put him in my top 10, but his moment... I think it's just because he kind of his arc feels like it's in the background, that he doesn't really focus on it. It kind of just seems like the author was like, shit, I made this character Yamaguchi, but he doesn't really do anything. Let me just give him an arc, but I won't develop it at all, and I just put it in the background. And then later, he'll have some moments and stuff where it does develop, but I'll just put it in the background. And we're kind of just told that he practices, even though we're never really shown that he practices. Later on in the series, we are, but now we're not really. So it would be higher, but yeah, I just think the art, the design, the character, it is amazing. I love the sleek, white background. I love the covers where it's just one character and it's a white background or a different color background, or there's not much going on. That's why I love the Blue Lock covers. The Blue Lock covers are amazing in my opinion because it's just the character, their personality is shining through it because they're doing some weird thing, right? They have got the chains around their neck, and then it's just a solid color, and the art looks incredible, and that's it. And it's very, very good in my opinion. Yep, that's number 8. We got number 7, which is volume 43, and volume 44, number 6. These kind of go together as well. Villains, heroes. I love the final match because it has all of Hinata's rivals against him, like Hoshiyumi, definitely one of his rivals. Ushiwaka, definitely one of his rivals. Kageyama, definitely one of, like, and the people on his team aren't really, like, he never faced off against, you know, the number one guy. Never faced off against Bokudo. He was really more of his friend. And Mia's, like, attitude was more towards, like, Kageyama. That's what more of his rivalry between him and Kageyama. Between him and Mia. That was more, like, for the match, at least. Because it was a battle between setters. That was basically the match. Obviously, there was moments between Kinoshita, Nishinoya, Tanaka, and also on the other side too with Kita, you know, the Mia twins doing the free quick. You know, obviously there's some development between both, but yeah, that's going in 7 and 6. It doesn't really matter which order. I guess I like the Hinata volume more because I like Hinata, but it really doesn't matter. Ugh. Next, we've got Volume 45. This could honestly be in the number 1 spot. It is so good. I love the, like, on the back it shows, like, everyone's professions and stuff. That is so cool. Next, we've got a also another very good volume. Volume 10. Just, like, it's the vibes, man. It's just the vibes. Sugishima's, like, top 3 characters. Maybe he would be higher if they did. I loved how at the end he plays volleyball, but not, like, he plays competitively, don't get me wrong, but it's not his, like, full thing. I like how he's still committed to it. It was so cool. Like, and there's a part where Yamaguchi's like, you know, we gotta go see your matches sometime. And he's like, don't come to my matches. Like, he's actually embarrassed. Like, that is so, like, he cares. It's so, and there's one part where he's, like, watching the TV of Hinata and Kageyama playing, or whatever, right? And then he's just like, damn, I gotta step on my plate, too. And then fucking Mad Dog comes. I was like, that is so sick, bro. That's so cool. Volume 36 of Haikyuu. Very awesome. I love Nekoma. That is my favorite match. Nekoma and Hinata's, like, with the knives and stuff. I think that was really cool how they're kind of outplaying each other every single match. Where, you know, and it gets me every single time when Hinata just, like, when, like, what's the next one? Oh, yeah. When, like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, after the receive between Inarizaki and Kurasano, like, Hinata's receive, actually 2 receives, you would expect him to be like, oh, it's just a fluke or whatever, you know, like, he just kind of knows how to receive. But no, throughout the Nekoma match, he'll do, like, it'll be, like, the tiniest panel of Hinata receiving, and it is the most hype shit. Because I know in my brain that he, you know, he worked for that. He has to, like, and he even mentions it, too. He's like, oh, my God, I'm receiving serves. It's so cool. Like, it is so cool. Volume 37, I'm just going to spoil it now. Volume 19 is number 1. How could it not? Best cover. Coolest cover. He's got the shield. This is, like, definitely top 3 best moments in all of Haikyuu. The scream was so good, man. I kind of wish they did, like, a little, not onomatopoeia, but, like, where is it? It's this one. Yeah. I wish they kind of made, like, an scream, like a speech bubble coming from Suki. But it still was hype as fuck. I'm going to be honest. It was so cool. Yeah, so that's the entire thing. So let me know what, I mean, I don't think anyone's going to watch this because it's kind of boring. I just wanted to do this for fun. It was kind of just a fun video out there I could just put onto the internet. I'm going to be honest, a little update. I'm probably going to do, like, one more small manga haul, and I think I'm going to stop collecting for a while. Not for a while. It's just that I have a lot of manga that I haven't read. Like, I didn't post this on my YouTube channel, but I just bought the entire box set of Claymore. I don't know if you can, I don't think you can. I'll prove it to you. I have volumes 3, 4. I have the rest of the volumes. I read volumes 1 through 3. It's pretty good. I'm going to keep reading, though. A bit boring, though, I'm going to be honest. Yeah, I bought the rest. I bought the entire series, Claymore. So I gotta read that, obviously. I have a bunch of manga I need to read. Like, I have the entire series of Gantz. only read the first half of it. I gotta read the second half, and it's 3 in 1, so it's gonna take a while. I need to collect the rest of Berserk. That's something that I need to do. I have volumes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 10, and 14. There is 41 volumes to that shit. And I didn't collect the big boys either. That's 600. That's like a lot of money. That's like over $500. And I can buy these volumes for like $10 on Right Stuff or something. I don't know. I know they're like 15 volumes. I have not read Oshinoko. Not read my Mob Psycho. I want to get the last 2 volumes of Fire Punch. I read that. It'll be in the manga log. I will be doing manga logs. I just won't be doing any more manga hauls. I haven't read Banana Fish or Hiding Closer. Literally have not touched Monster. Read the first volume. Thought it was great. Haven't touched it. I need to finish Spy Family. And I need to finish Full Metal Alchemist. Need to read the last 2 volumes. Like, I have a lot of shit to read. And I can only do these videos where I rank covers if I've read the entire series. And it's completed. I already did it with Demon Slayer. Read the entire thing. It's completed. No more volumes are coming out. Well, except for like the side stories and stuff. But no more volumes are coming out. I think it would be pretty interesting if Demon Slayer got like a season, like a second series or like a sequel or whatever. I think that'd be pretty cool. Yeah, I'm kind of just stalling at this point. You can leave, by the way. I think you already did. But if you haven't, thank you. Like, subscribe. I don't really ask people to do that. I usually just think if you like the video and you like the content, you will subscribe anyway. I don't think it matters if I tell you or not. But do it anyway, just like for my solemnly soul. Alright, thank you. Ushiwaka. Bye.